Alright, back again, Luke here, and today we've got out the old Atari Jaguar, and I figured we could put in this game here, Atari Karts. So, let's pop this in and play some of that. Now, this one here is probably one of the most expensive games, or one of the more expensive games for the Atari Jaguar. And it'll fetch anywhere between $130 on up to a couple $100. For a loose cart, depending, you might wind up paying maybe $90 or $100. Not sure exactly. But definitely one of the more expensive ones. And to be fair with this one, it's actually somewhat okay. It's not too bad of a game. You'll notice right off the bat though, the music, not all there. That's kind of the intro music there. So then it'll show you a little bit of the game in action, demo mode. And that's a little bit of a look at the demo here. It'll change the intro character each time, like here. Alright, so let's jump into the game here and give it a shot. Start this up. And at the beginning here, when you first choose the game, or when you first get the game, if it hasn't been played before, you can't do anything else besides beginner. But as you progress through the game, you can choose like the Warrior series or the Miracle series or Jaguar Aces. So you can also press the options mode here, go into the options, and this one will allow you to change the different kind of modes of the controls for it. Not anything super spectacular, so. The music in the game is not all that great, but it's better than none. So, as an example, let's just jump into the Warrior class here. And as you progress in the game, you can choose different characters. As you can see here, there's a samurai that can get released. Different random characters here. A bunch of, basically, nobody, you know, a lot of characters you really don't know. There's like maybe one or two that are somewhat common. There is crackling though that'll come from the speakers, and it's just part of the game. It's the way the game was designed. So unfortunately, if you hear some popping or something that's coming from the speakers, that's just coming from the game. So we'll use our samurai here. And we can try the Charleston Cup here. I tried to go back and reset everything for this one so you could do it again. The controls for this, some people will actually complain about the controls, and I think the controls are great as long as you can keep the accelerator pressed down. I mean, you have to use the A and B buttons here in order to get around corners, but there's no real problem with it. I think it's got some really decent controls, and you can always get first as long as you can drive. The hardest part is being able to hit the C button with one of your fingers, because that's normally with the original control setup, that's the way it is. You have to hit the the extra items with your C button. Some of these items here, like the turtle shell, it'll slow you down. Other items will speed you up. There's really no attack buttons. You can't use any weapons against anybody. So it's just pure racing, which can be quite enjoyable, I think, if you're tired of like the Mario Kart, you know, someone coming from up way behind and winning the race. When you're trying your best to race, as you can see here, we got the little wing, and that's causing maximum speed here. But it's not difficult to control at all. Key point is don't let off the accelerator and tap the brake when you need to go around corners. Taking shortcuts and stuff like that, and definitely getting the turtle shells, that's going to slow you down quite a bit. But one of the good things about it is, you know, the music, it's alright. The first few stages, they look the same. This is probably the worst part about it, is this music just sounds like it's out of a bad soap opera, you know, drama thing. It's just awkward. It doesn't fit the game at all. Congratulations. 4 of your loved ones who were on a bus tour died last night. You know, it's just like, it's kind of gruesome, kind of, or dramatic music, so. But it does have some cool stages, and, you know, some of the cool parts about it is you do get different characters, and as you go on, some other stages do get unlocked, so that's another cool part about it. Some of the difficult points, yeah, if you do get hit by another character, you will go flying around. If you get hit from behind, you will actually go flying forward, so as you can see here. This is not difficult to come back out ahead, though. Let's try this. Let's see if we can do it. Get out of the way. As you can see, I mean, you can come back. It's not impossible here. Just gotta learn how to play the game, and it's not bad at all. It's just pure racing, so that's the thing that you just gotta get used to. The difficult getting hit by the other characters and stuff like that, and dodging things on the road, that's the most challenging. See, I mean, even getting hit that far, you know, that many times, you can still come back. Get out of the creepy music zone. But some of the stages have decent music. Nothing memorable or anything that you'll write home about, but it's decent. And as long as you can stay up front, you're okay. You don't have to worry about these guys. There are some things in the road here that will cause your car to spin around. You'll lose control of it. It'll change the controls, the direction of the controls. So just got to be careful there. But once you're able to get out in front, you don't have anything to worry about. It's like smooth sailing. And they're not going to come flying past you unless they get some sort of like boost like that. But in general, you can stay pretty much ahead of the game, no problem. It definitely does come with practice, and you know, the more times you play the game, the better you get at it. But I've had this one for quite some time, so it's not anything that's super difficult. But it, you know, it's fun to go back and play. Start all again from scratch. kind of shortcut there. But as far as Atari Jag games go, it looks quite beautiful. I think it's a really nice looking game. And it plays very well, you know, aside from the kind of getting hit or bumping into stuff. It really does penalize you for that. But other than that, I'd say it's a really fun racing game. For the price, though, that you'll pay for this, you know, just getting a copy of it, it's probably not worth it to a lot of people, unless you're a really hardcore kind of racing fan, or you just want to have every game for the Atari Jaguar, or, you know, you just enjoy this style of game. It's not going to be worth it for most people, but since I kind of like all three, you know, I want to try and collect as many games as I can for the Jag, as well as I do enjoy racing games quite a bit. So I did wind up paying quite a bit for this one when I did buy it, but for me personally, I think it was worth it. For others, yeah, definitely not. These are the reverse control ones, which suck. So as you can see here, it's got the reverse controls, and it'll mess you up. There's other ones like the oil pits on the ground. Those will slide your car all over the place. But once again, it's not too difficult to come back. Right here, that'll slide you around. It can be quite difficult to see the things on the ground, though, so. That was cheap. No, I lost it. Running in the back there. But nonetheless, just want to share this with you guys, a little bit of a look at what Atari Karts looks like here for the Atari Jaguar. And if you can find this one for a reasonable price, and reasonable, what I mean is probably loose copy anywhere around $50 or so. $50 would be really a good deal for this one as a loose copy. Yeah, I would say it's worth picking up, definitely for the Jag. But for those of you guys who are pretty hardcore, I would try and pick up a copy of it as soon as possible, because it is becoming more and more rare, and it is getting much more expensive as time goes on. So, but yeah, just want to share this with you guys, and that's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon. So, thanks for watching. Watching some Atari Karts, brought to you by Atari. Come on, Bones. I'm Batman. I'm an Atari Kart. Just cruising around because I'm a samurai. Woo! What was I doing there? Trying to cheat myself. That wasn't smart. That was cheap at the end. And today, Luke suffered an amazing defeat, coming in third place in Atari Karts. It's looking grim. This one kind of has a somewhat Jamaican feel to it, like the music. fast traveling. What's nice too is if you do have an item, and like let's say that you have like one of the eyeball items here, or you have something, an item that's in your inventory, even if you run over the turtle shell, which will slow you down, you don't have to worry about it, because it won't allow you to pick up 2 items at once. Dramatic segue into the next stage. Let's try the next one. This is the one that you unlock to get him in the beginning stage, which is it's a pretty cool stage. Oh no. Oh man, I hate that. I hate that thing with a passion. That's it, you guys are going down. Samurai time. That Buddha there is the Daibutsu, located in Kamakura. It's probably the only thing around here that's Japanese-esque. On Mount Fuji, I suppose, in the background. I want my first back. You hear the gong. Finished. Congratulations.